Hi, welcome to another video by Archangel Raphael. So my name's Jabeen and I'm a channel of Archangel Raphael, and this is going to be a pick a number video on protection and boundaries. So Raphael will just start off by talking a little bit about boundaries and protection, and then after that just choose a number 1 to 5 and then go to the timestamp in the description that matches your number. And after you've listened to your personal message about protection and boundaries and what you need to work on, there'll be a group clearing at the end. So then afterwards, just go to the clearing timestamp. Okay, so I'm just going to go into it and let Raphael come through and speak. I would like you to know that it is very good for all of you to be in the light on this subject. Protection and boundaries are very similar to each other. What I will say is that boundaries are all about having a sufficient barrier between you and the world around you. And by sufficient, I mean that you have a barrier that governs what comes in and what doesn't into your light, into your field of energy. It is good for you to know that ultimately what you are all about is expressing your spirit on earth. However, you are also in need of protection, boundaries, because what can happen is that what you are here to express is somehow not received well because of other people, what they are going through, or perhaps negative entities that are coming through them. And then your own energy is diminished over time because negative energies are allowed in. It is good for you to know that ultimately who you are in spirit cannot be destroyed, but what does happen on the earth plane is that your light is diminished by negative energies if they are allowed in. You lose energy, you lose life force, but ultimately what happens is that parts of your spirit are not able to be here on earth because the energies do not allow them to be. What I will say is that in order to be fully incarnate on earth, the energies around you need to be supportive of this. And if they become very negative, you find that you are not able to fully be yourself. And literally, parts of you start to leave your body and you become less than whole. What I will say is this occurs over a period of time, and then you must re-establish your connection to your true self and find ways of expressing it, but it can take time to do this. It has happened to all of you up to a certain extent, but some people have been affected more than others. What I will do in this video is talk to each one of you according to the number you choose about what has affected you, what part of you is perhaps not able to be expressed, what you need to do, and then I will help you at the end to actually do this. When you are ready, pick a number 1 to 5, and then I will speak. So group number 1. I would like you to know that for this particular group, your issues are all about feeling that you are not able to fully be yourself, be heard and seen as your personal self. I see for this group you have had many lifetimes where you have had to compromise your own feelings in order to serve the masses. And there is a part of you that is not able to fully express itself. And when you do, you come across people who are quite hostile towards you, who do not allow you to fully be who you are. In this particular group, you have problems when it comes to being in your inner child, being fully alive in your child, and being able to express your personal needs and desires. I see for this group, you are able to do larger things in the world. You have more encouragement and support for this. But what you do not have is access to your personal self easily. This part of you has become a bit dormant. You find it hard to express personal desires, needs. You are not used to being received well by others. And finally, what you also find is that people are not that willing to help you on a personal level. There is often a lot of criticism you attract when you express personal needs, and it is because this part of you has in one way or another been diminished over time, and negative energies from other people have come in instead. People who have their needs, who expect you to meet their needs before they even consider yours. That is all. Okay, so group number 2. I would like you to know that for this group, there are many things that have affected you from being able to fully be incarnate. I see in this group there have been a lot of negative energies you have absorbed over many lifetimes, and you find it extremely difficult to be who you are, have your own opinions, use your own judgment. For this particular group, you literally have a lot of confusion inside. You are not able to make head or tail of what is going on around you often. And this has occurred because you have been forced to have certain attitudes, points of views. You have not been able to fully develop in your own ideas, and so there is this part of you missing. I see for you, you need to work on developing a stronger sense of who you are, your own opinions, and use your discernment as to what you let into your field. That is all. Okay, group number 3. For this group, I see that you have often felt that you are the ones who are not able to be yourself when it comes to your work, your career. You often feel that you have to compromise and serve others because you are not really given the space to express your own gifts and assets. I see many lifetimes of not being able to move forwards, many lifetimes of compromising yourself in order to meet the needs of others when it comes to work, career. It is good for this group to be aware that you have assets that have never quite been seen by others, that in this life it is important to do your own thing, to find your own expression of your spirit and really go for it, and to let other people find their own support rather than simply support other people with what they are doing. I also would like you to know that as a result of this, there have been many instances of you feeling that you are not even acknowledged for what you can do. Instances where you are put down by others, made to feel less, because this that in one way or another serves them, so that you can keep serving them rather than doing your own thing. That is all. And group number 4. I see for this group you have a strong need, a desire to really be of service in the world. However, through this desire, there have been many compromises you have made, quite deliberately, where you have put aside certain needs in order to be of service. What I see is this has all caught up on you, and what you find it hard to do is to say no to others. You have a habit of going for it, full steam ahead. You say yes to everything, but then you eventually burn out. This group needs to learn to say no. You need to acknowledge that you have needs, to look after yourselves more. That is all. And group number 5. For this group, I see that the problem is more to do with psychic attack. This particular group of people have been affected, but for many lifetimes, by negative energies that have deliberately targeted them, perhaps out of jealousy, or perhaps to bring them down from a high position. For this group, I see you need to work on building up your protection in other ways, through chanting perhaps, and asking for strong forces of light around you, asking that your energy is literally able to shield you from absolutely anything. I also see that this group needs to work very hard on making sure that they are feeling good inside, that they have no internal weaknesses, such as letting in the judgments of others or listening to the wrong people. For this group, the real need is for protection. It is to be well protected and to have a strong sense of self, so that you are able to stay in your own light and not get pulled out of yourself by negative energies that are brought into your life through others. That is all. Okay, and so this is going to be a healing clearing for everyone, for all the groups. So just be present in yourselves, and Raphael will sort of guide you through this. I would like you to know that for this it is important to be very present in your own energy, and the rest will be done for you. May the light that is within you and around you strongly, in one way or another, help you to be fully grounded in your own light on earth. May all the forces of protection around you, all the angels, guides, energies that you already have supporting you in one way or another be active in this moment. And I would like to ask, firstly, that anything karmic that is making you in any way or another weaker in your energy and protection to be cleared in all directions of space and time by the Lords of Karma. I also would like to ask that the source of anything in you that is weakening you is cleared by Metatron. And finally, I would like to ask that all parts of you are able to incarnate fully and completely at the right time. And in this moment, if there is any part of you that would like to come in more deeply, parts of your own spirit, I mean, that are ready to incarnate more fully, may this happen, so you are made more whole. You are made more in one way or another in your own energy and light. May this be done. Amen. I would like you to know that this is almost complete. Stay in your own energy and more will be done. I would like you to know that this is complete. That is all. Yeah, thank you for listening, everyone, and hope you enjoyed this video. And please let me know in the comments below how you found this, and and if you like this, you know, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, you know, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications so you know when the next video is out. Thank you for listening.